Okay, so now we will look into blend shapes, or what's called, it's also called morph targets in other programs. So basically it's a change of a model. We can animate a change, and it's mostly used for like closing eyes, opening the eyes, opening the mouth, closing the mouth, making a smile, some sort of basic emotions, and when we do talking, so we would do our vowels and consonants as well. So O, E, A, stuff like that, and then P, B, T, whatever, do sort of things. So what we have here is a model probably from Woodbox as a default model. I'll just copy it a couple of times. And it has to be the same model, so it has to have the same amount of vertices, and the vertex order has to be the same. So of course, if I'm copying the same one, nothing is changing, all is all okay. So let's do some modifications. Of course, I'm not gonna close the eyes or anything because the model doesn't, it would be hard with this specific model. So here I'm using self-selection, so my selections would be cooler. The results would look interesting, not so sharp. So of course you would do something more useful than that. As I said, maybe most likely you would do mouth and mouth shapes for talking. But now I'm just doing something very dirty and just to have a quick result. So now the important part is the order of selection. Right, so I have to select the last one will be the one that will get the blend shapes. So it has to be selected the last, and I go to deform, blend shape, and I think that's it. So now I select the first one, and let's double check if it has blend shapes. I go to Windows, Animation Editors, and I go to Shape, and here we go. We have three states that we can go between. So if we are exporting for game engine, we would probably not animate it, because in game engine we would animate those things. Some game engines require plugins, add-ons to work. I think Unity is one of them, others don't, but in general FBX exporter supports this. I'll just change one more thing here on the model. I'll make it soft edge just to look nicer. All right. I will try to animate it. So we turn on animation in Maya. I think it's this one. Yeah, red button. We are animation mode. So I'll just make a keyframe for all of it. And let's say at frame 15, it will have a longer chin. At, I don't know, at 25, it will start having a longer nose. But of course, as you see, it starts from also frame 0. And let's say with the head, I wanted to start only from 25. So I'm adding a keyframe for a head here, and at 40, let's say, oh, that's wrong. Here I wanted to animate. So 45, let's say, changes the head, and the rest get back to normal. So let's say we animate it up till frame 50, more or less. And now to export it, File, Export Selected, Selection. I already changed it to FBX, so I'll go for Desktop, Head, Blend Shapes. Bake animation. I want to use animation up to frame 50, and where's our blend shapes is on. So yeah, for some game engines you don't want animation, you just need to have blend shapes. For others, it might be you would want animation. I don't know, that depends on how you're gonna implement your game. I don't have installed any game engine at the moment, so I'll just use a Sketchfab importer here as an example. And as you can see, this FBX already takes my animated blend shapes, or morph targets, whichever you prefer.